Hello everyone, welcome back to A.C.V.C. Discussion and Development. Today's video is going to be, it's going to be about designing again. I know that all my videos have been really about the design process and all, but today's video is going to be a little more. I'm not really going to show you a design. I'm not going to turn around and give you a design. I'm going to turn around and talk about designing, kind of what it means. So, what it means, the tools we use, and some of the tools we use, that is. So, let's get started. Okay, so let's first start with this. I've brought a dictionary, and yes, I'm using a paper dictionary. Hang on, I'm sorry that my hands are a little shaking. So let's look at this. This is the Webster Dictionary. Design. Create and work out the details of. Make a pattern or sketch of. Mental project or plan. Purpose. Preliminary sketch. Underlying arrangement of elements. Decorative pattern. And then you go into designer. Okay. That right there is the meaning of design, at least from the standpoint of a dictionary. So it is actually accurate. That is what you do. You're creating and working out details for different projects, and it requires you to draw and design. So it is accurate. That's exactly what design means. So, but people don't always look at the design stuff the same way. And, I've seen enough videos of them talking about design patterns and what does it take to make designs. I've seen them say that, you gotta have sleek and simple things. And yes, I'm kind of paraphrasing what they said. I didn't really re-look up those things because everybody who does design work of any sort or type does it their own way, sees it their own way. Nobody sees it the exact same way all the time. Probably 1 out of 10 people are probably going to, each one of those 10 people are probably going to see it a different way. So, on how you do the designs. So today I'm going to show you I'm going to show you some tools. Now I'm not going to show you every tool because I don't have all the tools that you use for designing. But here you go. I'm going to show you a couple right here. It seems pretty straightforward. You got the paper back here, which can be any paper. And you got a pencil. And it doesn't matter what kind of pencil. It could be that kind of a pencil, the eraser. It could be this kind of a pencil. And not one of these automatic kind. A pen, any kind of pen can work, and an eraser, and then depending on your pencil, you might need a pencil sharpener. So that right there is the sum of the hand stuff. I mean, you got rulers, you've got specific kinds of rulers for doing different kinds of things. So that go along with this. And I do have some of them. I don't have them out with me right this second because, like I said, this video wasn't going to be as much on the design part as far as me doing a design. So these are a couple tools, and I'm probably going to still sketch something on here, but on the other hand, I may not. Now, design, so those are some of the tools, but then you've got other tools now, like you have other tools like the CAD programs and all. Hang on, let me add a little extra light back. I had to stop filming for a second. Either way, so you have things like the CAD program, and then you have other programs that are similar. I mean, you can even use Blender, and I have used Blender. Currently, I'm not working on a project using Blender right this minute. But, so you can use all these tools But the part that I really want to talk about this time is this. They're tools. Okay? Like the Chat GPT and all. They're tools. Alright? You know what? We'll turn around. We'll focus on that on a little bit different video. Either way, I'm going to turn around. What I'm going to do is I am actually going to do I'm going to actually go ahead and do a quick drawing. I'm going to do a quick design. Instead of me going into it on this channel, I have a couple other channels that I'm working on. So I'm going to turn around and focus. Like I said, on this channel, it is about designing. It's about building. It's about creating different things. Now, mostly I'm on the sketching process right now. And I'm showing you how to do that. So, and that's what I've been trying to do, is show the different tools and that I use anyway. I don't use all the digital part right now because, well, I don't actually have access to all of the things. It costs money for using CAD, and it costs money for the different programs. It costs money for them. There's a few that are free, like Blender is. Currently, I don't have Blender because I'm doing other stuff. I had it for a little while, and then I had to... You have to do different things. You have to work on your computers and stuff, and I had to take it out for a little while. I plan on putting it back in, but I just haven't done it yet. And I'm still new to doing the videos. I've been working on them now for a couple of years. Actually, when I look back, I think I've been working on it for about two to 3 years. I've been working on doing videos. But I haven't turned around and... I don't have the popularity of a lot of these other channels. And now I've started this channel and another channel, which is my DCW Point of View channel. Which over there I'm going to give more of opinions. And there's going to be some crisscrossing for all the videos. I'm just flat out telling you now, there's going to be crisscrossing on all the videos. This channel right here, A.C.V.C. Discussion Development, is design, but you see I do a lot of drawing on it, because I'm going through the design process. So, I'm just going to design something simple today. Honestly, I'm going to design something simple. Something I've actually designed I've already designed something like it anyway. And I'll tell you what, I'll even show you what I've designed. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to pause the video where I'm at, and I'm going to go take and show you what I've designed. And actually have built. It's just been a little while. Okay, welcome back. I know that you're probably seeing some blurs and some stuff. I'm not outside, but I built me and my dad built this. It's a little gate just across our porch, just to keep, just to turn and give a little bit of a thing where people can't just walk up the porch. They just can't do that. Okay. So you see it. It's a pretty nice gate as far as look-wise. But I actually drew that out and I designed it. Now I have the design, I just don't have it where I can get to it. I have it in basically like a folder somewhere in the house. But I designed that. Okay? And then me and my dad built it. Because it was a couple years ago when I designed it. Now, that right there... So, say I'm showing you this, so I'm going to actually design a little bit of something like that, just a small gate, something you can turn around and do. So let me go back to that. And here we go. See, we're back right here. So I'm just going to design something simple. I'm not going to put any math behind it because, well, like our porch entrance was a little bit different size, and everybody's going to have a different size. So I'm going to just turn and do a quick design for a gate. Okay? I'll try to make it dark enough for you to see. Maybe I'll even give you a slight I might even give a slight pattern the same way. But first off, I'm just starting with a square. The more sophisticated, the harder it'll be to build it anyway. Okay? I'm just going to show you this design. I'm going to show you a design right here. But the idea of designing, it's you design, you work at the projects. And like I said, this video is really about the idea of what does it mean to design. You saw the dictionary meaning of the meaning, what it said. But what they forget to say is that a lot of designs come from, well, it comes from what do you need at the time. Is there something you need that you just don't have, or that you can't really buy? Is it something that someone else has made, but it's just too expensive for you to purchase? It's cheaper for you to build it for your own self. Or maybe you just want something that the others just don't seem to have. Okay? So that kind of is where some of the design part comes in. Okay? A lot of times design really does come down to the designing, and all comes down to the idea that that somebody needs what they've designed. Otherwise, they don't, they wouldn't design it. A lot of times that's what happens. But then you have other times where it's just you get this cool idea for something, and you decide, I think it would be really cool. I want to see what it would look like just as a sketch even. But then of course now you can get the CAD modeling and just stuff like that and use that now. So we're gonna turn and make it a little bit thicker on the side. We're gonna make it look like wood boards. Okay. And no, my wood boards are not going to be 100% shaped in the way you might want. Here we go. And go. I'm just going to give you a basic design, because I'm going to kind of make this a quick video. I'm not going to go full in depth what I would do on how I would build this. If anybody actually would love to see what I would do or how I would build it and all, I mean, you can feel free to leave comments about that in the video, in the bottom of the video. If you want to see me build this one day, maybe I'll get to. But I'm going to be honest, I don't currently have the funds to do the building, and that's a good reason why I'm on the design portion of it. I just don't have the funds right now. That doesn't mean that it'll continue to be that way, but I haven't, I guess the best way to put it is, so far I haven't hit the jackpot on the videos. I've gotten some views, but none of my videos have turned around and hit the jackpot where, oh, I'm making tons of money. I know that I gather everybody probably thinks, oh, he's on YouTube, he's doing great. Not everybody does. Not everybody's videos are important enough to be viewed. So, but like I said, this channel right here is mostly dealing with the design process. Well, you want to hear me talk about the rest of that, don't worry, I'm probably going to do a video on that, but on my point of view channel. So, needless to say, I'm honestly just going to go ahead and finish up this section right here, how I'm designing it. Don't worry. And then I'm going to do that. So basically, you can see what I've got here is just the design for a gate. But it could even be designed for just the fence. But either way. So if you wanted to see me do a quick design, then this is what I've done. And like I said, if anybody really would love to see me one day build something like this, or maybe even build this design, like I said, go ahead and feel free to put the comment in. I can't guarantee when or if it'll happen. I have a lot of things that I have to keep up with, that I'm busy with. But that doesn't mean that I won't likely do it if I get a chance. Some of my designs I'll get to, and some of them I won't. But there we go. And I'm actually going to turn around and take and do that. Right there. Okay. So let's just say that there's my design for a gate. There's some adjustments I would make if I'm going to build this. But here you go. This is it. And I'll even sign. See, there you go. I've even signed, and today is the December 5th when I filmed this. Okay. I don't know exactly when this video will get released. Merry Christmas. Either early or late, depending on when the video came out. Like I said, I don't know when I'll release this one, but I'm planning on releasing it. But either way, the whole idea of designing is that, you know, mostly comes from what you need. And then you have ideas for stuff, and I have a ton of and I've got tons of designs. I've done a lot of designs for a lot of different things. I'm not showing all my designs. Some things really small, some things very big. Some things that honestly probably when I designed them, I was just like 5 and 7 years old. Some of the stuff I designed, I was 5, 7 years old, just playing around, drawing. I saw something that looked cool on a television show, or I saw something that just gave me an idea for something. And so I drew it up. I came up with this wild idea of how to do something. And I mean, at the time, a lot of the technology that I had seen and all, I didn't know if it would work. You know, I didn't know how to build the stuff. Not at that time, I really didn't. As I've gotten older, I do know how to do some of the stuff I've designed, while some of it still requires a little more research. But as you can see, I mean, this is design, but I'm also an artist, which, I mean, art and design are basically, they go hand in hand. An artist and a designer go hand in hand. Because designing covers this stuff, but, you know, designing also covers well, you've heard of interior design. I mean, it covers it. Design covers this wide range of things. So, but if you want to get started, but the basic point of all this is this. I wanted to show you a little bit of the tools, definitely, but I don't have access to every tool that they've ever made for designing. I don't. So this video isn't completely about the idea of all the tools we have, because we have tons. It's not about the tools. Designing is not about the tools that you use. It's not about having the tools. Designing isn't turned around and related down to just what's the definition in a dictionary. And it's not just designated to just one style of things as far as when you're building and all that. Design encompasses everything from your art, from hand-done art, from hand-drawn art, traditional art like this, and to sculpting, to building construction, to an interior decorating, and even landscaping. It all requires design. And furniture making, it all requires design. And there's so many other things, and it all requires design. The whole point of it is that anybody can design. That is the whole point of this. I'm trying to tell you, anybody can do a design, but don't force it. If designing is not your passion, don't force it. Don't try to force it to be your passion, because one, it doesn't matter what you produce. It doesn't matter what you design. It doesn't matter whatever. If you force yourself to do this, if you force yourself to become a designer because the money's good, or because somebody's trying to tell you, oh, that's what you should be. And if it's not what you want, if that's just not who you are inside, and no matter whether or not you have a little bit of the skill to do it, if it's just not something you want to do with your life, don't do it. If it's something you don't want to do with your life, then don't do it, because it takes time, it takes work, and it takes effort. And if you're miserable doing it, then that's awful. You can't make that decision based upon need of money and all. Okay? Anybody can design. I've seen people turn around, and I kind of believe it. You can learn anything. I believe anybody can learn anything. To draw, to build. I believe anybody can actually learn to do any of it. There's tons of tutorials here on YouTube. There's tons of everything. And tons of workshops and tons of schools and all kinds of stuff you can go to learn all this. But you have to be passionate about it. You have to have a passion for doing it. If you don't, then you can learn to do it. And you can do it. But if you don't have a passion for it, then you're going to be unhappy doing it. So, either way, I do hope this works. I jump around a little bit on what I talk about. I'm sorry, but that is how I am. I jump around a little bit. That's just the type of person I am. I try to keep on topic as best that I can. So, I hope this does help you. And I'm planning, and there's going to be tons of more designing. Like I said, this video wasn't a complete loss. You get to see me design a little gate. Or even a fence. I mean, it could be used for either one. You got to see me design that. And all I did was use a pencil. I could do measurements and all kinds of stuff for height and length and width and everything. But that's not... But right now, doing a drawing like this, I don't have a place to put this right this second. So I don't have measurements. Measurements come out into the real world. When you do a design, doing a measurement for design before you have a place to put it doesn't work so well. So, either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this does help you in some way. I can't promise that I'm giving you all the information, because I don't have it all. If you came to this video expecting me to have everything to know about design and building, and if you expected me to know everything on the planet about it, I don't. And honestly, I don't believe there's a person on earth that does. If that's what you're expecting, then you've gotten the wrong idea. Everything requires learning, and in life, that is exactly what you're doing. You're learning. Life is a constant lesson. You don't turn around and figure out everything one time. You don't know everything at once. You learn as you go along. So, like I said, I hope this video helped you. Hope you enjoyed me designing the gate here. Either way. And like I said, I hope this helps. And please feel free to like, subscribe. I mean, you don't have to click the bell. I heard someone turn and say that, about the bell part. Either way, I'm not going to go into it. What that person said worked plenty fine. But the truth is that, I turn around and, like I said, I just wanted to be able to do this video for y'all. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I will see you again a little later. Have a great one. And so long.